Hey friend, so it's been a minute since I've been on here. When my patients say it's been a minute, I have to say, could you please give me your definition of a minute? So my definition would be, it's been about a month. And I'm sorry. It's not because I don't love y'all, because I do. I love you. It is because Satan has been trying to steal, kill, and destroy in my life. Okay? He has been on a rampage, and I'm putting a stop to it today because I know there is at least one mama out there, or one woman, that needs to know that she is seen and she is heard, and I am talking to you. I see you and I hear you. Every episode is for you, so you can live a better, happier, more fulfilled life that God wanted you to live when He created you. Now, you're asking yourself, what does this have to do with exercise and bad diet? Well, I'm about to let you know. But first, let me read our very first review of the week. This week's review is titled Binged. In parentheses, no pun intended, LOL. And this is from Jilly MP. And it says, I just binged so many of these episodes. I'm a busy mom and want to understand health and wellness, but I need it quick and in plain language. She has done this perfectly. She breaks down with simplicity what happens to us when we intake certain things in our body. And she also has made me understand the why it's not good for us. I never understood the why except to look and feel better, but it's so much more than that. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jilly MP, for your review. It literally filled my heart and made me so happy to know that this podcast helped you in some way. And to show you my appreciation, I want to give you a $25 Amazon gift card. So if you will, send your email to support@jennifercoble.com and we will get that over to you ASAP. So let's get started. Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Project. If you're ready to finally commit to lifelong health, feeling better, and improving your mental and physical health for good, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Jennifer Coble, a nurse practitioner, certified functional medicine practitioner, boy mom to 3, and wife. I have a calling on my life to transform the way that you view and experience healthcare because I believe that traditional medicine is leading people astray. We don't need to give a pill for the ill. We need to empower people to have a true lifestyle transformation, both internally and externally, and most importantly, commit and be disciplined to the process. It's time for you to go against the grain to get to optimal health that is going to have you feeling incredible. I can't wait to create a true lifestyle change with you. Let's mandate vegetables and tackle this project together. Okay, the question that we are answering today: can you out-exercise a bad diet? Okay, so down and dirty, quick and easy, you can get on with your life after this? No, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. But more so than knowing that answer, I want to talk about 3 lies that you've been told or you believe about exercise and or diet and what is actually true. Okay? So first of all, exercise, it's not a cuss word. I promise. Okay? Some of you, one of you in particular, love you, thinks it's a cuss word, and it's not. Okay? But mostly, these 3 things are what I have heard, which are not, or have heard that many of you believe or think are true, which are not. And first one is exercise for an hour every day. Like you have to. Okay. Well, no. No. This is not necessary. And not only is it not necessarily, it is not feasible. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. But even even the medical professionals from like the American Heart Association, American Dietetics Association, all of the associations and, whatever, the official people suggest 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. 30 minutes. Okay? 30 minutes. You do not have to do an hour every single day. That is going to wear you down mentally and physically. That is going to make you more susceptible to illness, which ain't nobody got time for that either. Okay? So, you do not have to exercise for an hour every day to meet your health and wellness goals. All right? Number 2, you got to keep up and burn the calories. What does this mean? You got to keep up with what you take in and burn off what you take in. Okay. Not true. Like, this would drive you absolutely insane. And not only that, there are so many bodily processes that require calories that we are not able to calculate. You cannot get down to the very calorie or within 10 calories of how many you need each and every day, because it varies daily. Okay? It varies. So, let me ask you this. Are you constantly finding yourself looking at your smartwatch, like your Apple Watch or your Garmin or whatever it may be? And not necessarily to look at the time, but to see how many calories you've burned? Are you trying to make sure that you close that ring or you've met that goal? Well, first of all, let me tell you, I'm not throwing shade on you, friend, because I'm guilty too. Okay? Back in the day, could have been last week, I actually did jumping jacks just to close my move ring. Even though mentally I know this is not right. It ain't right. It don't matter if I close that ring. If I close that ring, I don't magically lose 10 pounds. Okay? Doesn't matter. It's more of a guide, like a guide, an encouragement. Okay? It's not supposed to be an obsession. If your Apple Watch is your BFF just to keep up with your calories, or you're constantly finding yourself looking at it, you may have made this thing an idol in your life. And I'm speaking to myself just as much as I am you, because it is so easy. So easy because it's right there on your wrist. Now, you do not have to keep up with the number of calories that you take in and the number of calories that you have burned. Not necessary. All right, that was number 2. Number 3, you have to do cardio. No, you do not. An hour plus of cardio a day is not necessary. If you are on the treadmill right now and you are listening to me and you are absolutely miserable, stop the treadmill, get off, and stop the torture. Okay? For real. Fun facts. Lifting weights builds muscle. We knew that though, didn't we? And just for those of you that are scared of getting bulky like men, we do not have enough testosterone as women. God did not create us to build muscle like a man. Okay? He differentiated male and female. We still have some testosterone, but not enough to look like a man. So don't even worry about that. Okay? Now, lifting weights helps us build muscle, which burns calories, okay? Not necessarily something that we as normal everyday people can calculate how many calories our muscles burn. We can guesstimate, okay? But they do burn calories even when you're at rest. And then also, because I'm of this age, I'm going to throw this in here. Weightlifting builds bone, which is super important for women especially. It's important for men, but it's super important for women. Especially if you're into that age range. I'm just going to throw this word out there because it's going to be thrown at you sometime soon. The perimenopause stage, which means, you're somewhere within maybe like 5 to 10 years of menopause. Okay. This means probably like early 40s-ish. We're already losing bone. Like, you're already losing bone. Your body's breaking down bone and rebuilding it, but the breakdown process is more so than the build-up process. And this makes our bones, fragile, which puts us at risk for osteoporosis, which makes our bones more fragile and puts us at risk for fractures. Okay. This isn't something that you would think about when you're living your best life in your 30s and 40s, but it is a reality that we have to face. Okay. So you don't have to do cardio for an hour plus every day. You don't have to do cardio, period. Okay. You can lift weights as long as it gets your heart rate up and you're moving. You can lift weights. By lifting weights, you're going to build muscle, burn more calories. You're going to build bone, which, in the future will help keep you from, if you fall, from breaking a hip. Okay. So it's a win-win. So the three beliefs that I've heard people say is that you have to exercise for an hour every day, keep up with your calories and burn the calories, and then you have to do cardio. And these are three things that are not true. But let me tell you what is true. Okay? What me as a healthcare provider and most healthcare providers will tell you, find something that you love to do that gets your heart rate up. Okay? I'm not saying just stroll around the park with your BFF talking. Y'all gonna have to power walk it. Okay? Something to get your heart rate up. Do it consistently. Do it for most days of the week. And shoot for 30 minutes. All right? You may start out at 5 and be like, done. Throw it in the towel. Done. 5 minutes that you did is better than the 5 minutes that you were going to sit in your chair and do nothing. Okay? So the next time that you get out there, you're going to do 6 minutes. Maybe it's dancing in the kitchen. I don't know. Maybe it's a Zumba class. Like, I don't know. Whatever it is that gets your heart rate up, that you love, you set a goal and you meet that goal. And then the next time, just add a minute to it. And then add another minute. And slowly, when you stick to this consistently, you will get to 30 minutes and you will be like, oh my gosh, I am amazing. Okay? So, what you do need to do, find something that you love that gets your heart rate up. Do it consistently, most days of the week, and shoot for 30 minutes. Super easy. Super easy. And you're like, where am I going to fit this in? Well, friend, let me tell you. I have a course. That helps you with that. Okay? Are you ready to change your mindset around food and exercise? And now you're wondering, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to fit it in? And you're finally ready to make changes that will stick and become part of your daily life without you even thinking about it. Well, go check out the Healthy Habits Blueprint at jennifercoble.com/course. Okay? It has it there. We walk step by step on how to make these changes, how to make them fit into your schedule. And I just want you to make this change and have the energy that you want to have and be fulfilled like God wants you to be fulfilled. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope that I've debunked some myths for you. And I hope that you have found value in this episode and that you can put it to work today. Okay? Don't forget to head over to jennifercoble.com/course to grab your Healthy Habits Blueprint to start making lasting change today. Love you, friend. Bye-bye.
Real quick before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is to head over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to the show and leave me a written review. Can't wait to hear from y'all.